This is Gobscure here, and I'm in my council flat in the northeast of England in Newcastle, actually just over Hadrian's Wall. I'm not wearing what I will be wearing tomorrow, but behind me is part of a Hyena in Petticoats. Mary Wollstonecraft, way back in the 18th century, was, well, they attempted to erase her. She had multiple aspects of identity. She was disabled, she was bisexual, she was an internationalist, a writer, a campaigner, a feminist before the word was created. And actually, she was erased as and called a hyena in petticoats. So that was the term of abuse that they decided to use against her, to rub her out, to ridicule her. And in her honour, I am a hyena in petticoats. I think I am a daughter of Mary, and I think there's loads of other daughters of Mary out there, rebellious people, people who, don't conform in various different ways, whether it's around disabilities, sexualities, whether it's around genders, whether it's around internationalisms, whether it's around campaigning in the widest sense. So she was rubbed out, erased as a hyena in petticoats, and in her honour, I am dressing up as a hyena in a petticoat. I'm in my council flat and in my backyard, so I haven't been outside of that bound apart from medical appointments for a long, long time, and staging a demo and about all sorts of things that I think are wrong in the world currently, but actually also about turning things around, about rewriting the narrative, about changing things. Let's have a better future. And the wonderful thing also is, and you won't be able to see the petticoat just now, but tomorrow I will show it. Petticoats are social distancing. A petticoat, if that queue of MPs in the summer, when they were outside Parliament, if they each had a petticoat, they would know what the right distance was. And I think, I think there should be one beige petticoat. Michael Gove and Jacob Rees-Mogg can fight over the beige petticoat, frankly. But a petticoat, there is social distancing. There's the mask. And I would love one day to see in Newcastle, 100 of us, petticoats of all shapes and sizes, accessorized, decorated, and so on. Ones for people who are using wheelchairs, mobility scooters, kids, people on stilts, and a parade of that. So yeah, Mary Wollstonecraft was a hyena in petticoats. I think we should honour those sorts of things and reclaim them. And I think she's a wonderful, rebellious role model for right now. She's living history. So, this is Disability History Month, and she's not, although yes, she died, but her life and her times and her issues and her campaigning live on. And I know that there is a recent statue just gone up in London. To me, I like living memorials. So the idea of something, I don't know that Mary would have liked to be on a plinth. I think she would have liked a library or a mobile set of libraries with food banks attached, something like that, something more, if you like, mobile, getting out and about. And, but this is about sort of a living memorial. And that thing of, how do we memorialize anyone, whether they are, if you like, a famous person, someone who's, if you like, notable in public life and has done something, or what I call the ordinary extraordinaries, those of us who are just trying to go through life, trying to stay alive and trying to do some good or change something. So, we are all ordinary but extraordinary. How do we memorialize? How do we remember those people? And obviously these are COVID times, but this is a general thing about death and dying and grieving and mourning. So in terms of mental health or mental distress, in one sense that, of course, it's inevitable that people will die. And it hurts like hell, doesn't it? But how do we use that in a useful, a positive way to kind of heal or get past it and celebrate, if you like? So that's a little tiny bit of what Hyenas in Petticoats is about across art forms.
Yes, I mean, obviously we knew nothing about Maggie Hambling's planned statue, and I just love the fact that we're going, thank you, art world, and thank you, mainstream feminist world, but we'd just like to reclaim our artist now and celebrate her in a way that we think is a little bit more appropriate. But yes, the synchronicity is quite extraordinary. Of course, as we say on our program event page, you're a festival favourite, and the last time you were with us was in 2017, and that was a wonderful exhibition called Prison. On the event page of the programme, we've got a link in to the event page from 2017, which takes you right through the digital version of the exhibition and includes the full video and a short highlights version as well of the talk you gave. So people are very able to explore that. I think what we found sad, because you've done a poetry workshop for us as part of a previous festival. Last festival with the art exhibition, you came down and you did a painting workshop. But I think what we lose in having you physically present, we gain, because we've never been able to go and visit you in Newcastle. And here we are. And here are the presenters of Unlocked, all shielding and not really been out apart from medical appointments since March. And here are you. And yet we're working together for at least the third time, and not only bringing your work to Newham, but extending our audience for once across the UK and saying, well, this is what Gobscure does when he's with us, but we'd love you to join in as well. So I'm just so looking forward to tomorrow night, and like you say, the added thing of saying thanks, Mags, but we'll think we'll have our artist back now.
And the input, there is also, so the art, there is also online art and also a zine. So again, yes, you can't physically be with me, and I can't physically help create workshops and things like this, but actually creating, if you like, a DIY demonstration or placards, t-shirts, wider horizons. So actually, like, almost like in one case, making a map of, here are the lines that Mary visited, and here are lines of poetry or art. So there is that zine available free for or e-zine, a PDF file, so people can download it, access it, and then come up with your own creative responses in response to the activities. So, there is also a sort of a DIY participation element as
yes,
well.
and that's been really important to us, that we haven't just programmed a festival full of videos. It's a festival of genuine live performances and genuine opportunities to join in from home. So the day after, so on Friday, the full video of tomorrow night will be up, but also links to all of these other things that you can engage with, and Gobscure will be explaining more about that in the evening. So as always, you can join us on Zoom or YouTube, and we'll look forward to seeing Gobscure tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much.